If you're a fan of ribs that are so tender that you barely even need to chew them, then stay tuned because today I'm cooking sticky barbecue pork ribs that are literally falling off the bone as we speak. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is mix the seasonings together. This dry rub is packed full of sweet and smoky flavor that is going to penetrate the ribs while they're cooking and provide a really robust tasting meat. Before I apply the dry rub, I'm just going to remove the membrane, and this is optional, but removing it will help the spices to better infuse the meat, and it also results in a better texture when you are scarfing these bad boys down. And I am applying this seasoning rub to both sides of both racks, so you'll just want to be careful to divide it up correctly. Now I am adding beef stock and apple juice to the bottom of the roasting pan. As the ribs slow cook in the oven, the liquid helps to keep them moist and prevents them from drying out, and then we'll also add some nice little fruity and savory notes as well. Now I'm going to take some tin foil and loosely cover the ribs, and the oven is set to 275 degrees Fahrenheit, and this batch of ribs that I cooked took about 5.5 to 6 hours to have that fall off the bone consistency, so just make sure you cook it long enough for that collagen to start breaking down. And while the ribs are cooking, I am making a barbecue sauce that is super sticky, sweet, and tangy. And you can modify any of these ingredients, but I suggest not messing with it too much because these ingredients together create something very magical. And once all of these ingredients are mixed together, I'm turning the stove on to medium heat and I'm going to cook it until the barbecue sauce becomes a little more syrupy, which is about 10 minutes. Now that the ribs are finally done, I am going to brush the barbecue sauce on them and then stick them back into the oven to broil on high for about 10 minutes until the sauce caramelizes and sticks to the ribs. You'll want to be careful to watch them while you're doing this step because you don't want them to burn. I also saved some of the sauce to eat on the side, so you don't need to use all of the sauce before sticking them back in the oven. But look at how delicious those turned out. Super sticky, super amazing. These ribs are honestly so incredible. They are so flavorful. They are so tender. These ribs are so much better than any ribs that you would get while you're eating out. And while cooking them is definitely time consuming, this is not a hard recipe. So I suggest that you try it out and let me know how you like it. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And let me know in the comments below if you have any other recipes that you suggest I try, or if you try this recipe and you want to tell me how beyond amazing they are. Thanks, everybody.